Michigan FFA. I'm Amara Jackson from the Corona FFA, introducing your 2019-2020 Michigan FFA State Vice President. Ever since I was little, I remember you being unapologetically yourself. From your firm opinion to your laugh and your clumsiness, you never once gave up your ways. Reflecting on one of your favorite quotes from Dolly Parton, find out who you are and do it on purpose. Your way of doing things with purpose, on purpose, has shed light on the endless opportunities life holds. I always think back to freshman year telling you I would have nothing to do with FFA, because you did it. But the truth is, I only wish to accomplish the things you did. Thank you for pushing me to find my passion for FFA. Your purposeful ways of pushing yourself and others to succeed is something I've always admired about you. From teaching me how to ride a horse, to running, well, walking that dreadful 5K with me, you showed me the definition of a true role model. Thank you for showing Michigan FFA what it's like to spark passion and to do it on purpose. Your true passion for agriculture and leadership shined during your year of service. I love you, and I couldn't be more proud to call you my sister and my best friend. Never stop inspiring and growing, and remember to always do it on purpose.
Hello. Hello, fellow FFA members. My name is Jennifer Chrystler, and I'm from the Fremont FFA chapter. Which some of you may not know, I'm Kalie Chrystler's sister. Over the past couple of years, Kalie has not only been there for me, but she has encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone, like, for example, showing lambs at my local FFA fairground. 3 years ago, I remember when Kalie and I went up to our FFA barn to feed the pigs that we had during the time. How Kalie would feed them was she'd get into the pens with the pigs. Well, before we stopped having boars, which are male pigs, our FFA members would have to go up there and feed them. Well, Kalie went up there one time and fed them, and the boar went between her legs and took her for a ride, which still to this day was the funniest thing I have ever seen. Kalie has influenced my life, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the person here giving this speech. But one thing that she has taught me is to cherish every moment you have had, but with not only other people, but with yourself, because you'll never know what other opportunities you may encounter in the future. Michigan FFA, I give you my sister, your Region 5 State Vice President, Kalie Chrystler.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear?
A candle. When we light the wick of a candle with a flame, the wick creates light almost instantly upon contact.
Now imagine you are the light. You have your bright, beautiful, warm flame burning paths within your life, creating an impact wherever you go.
In order for a wick to stay lit, the wick must have a constant circulation of oxygen. When we take our candle and place a lid on the flame, the oxygen is deprived of the flame and the light goes out.
One day, someone questions your character, and you change to fit the image of what they think is perfect. You do this over and over again, constantly masking your light in order to let those around you shine brighter or to even try to fit in with your peers. You put a lid on your flame, your oxygen is cut off, and your light dies out, just like the candle.
we have all experienced some form of self-doubt amongst our peers. These self-doubt thoughts can erupt in our mind, causing us to place a lid on our flame, ultimately burning us out.
Once our flame is gone, we do not possess the motivation to continue to push ourselves forward and blaze those paths. We are stuck endlessly comparing ourselves to others.
It was my first day of high school, and just like any other typical freshman girl, I was ecstatic for the year to come. Freedom, being part of the big kid school, dances, new friends, and of course, being able to say, I get to graduate in 4 years. But during those first few weeks, I was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. You see, there are things in my high school called cliques, groups that have labels on them. Well, during those first few weeks, I was endlessly trying to befriend the popular clique, but it was simply not working. I felt completely and utterly lost. One day, an idea popped into my head. I know how I'll fit in. I'll just start dressing and acting like the popular girls.
It is senior year, and I'm walking down the hallway of Corona High School. It's the year that most high schoolers can't wait for, from Friday night football games to graduation. Except I'm a high school student that couldn't wait to graduate. I couldn't wait to leave it all behind. I remember walking down the hallway, and as I looked around me, I saw freshmen panic-stricken flying into classrooms. Everything started moving slow motion, like in a scary movie when something bad is about to happen. Throughout high school, I had spent most of my time believing what others had said it was. My freshman year, I was shy. My sophomore year was a stick in the mud. And my junior year, I was Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. And my senior year, what was I going to be? Was I going to let those around me define who I was?
On that next Monday, I arrived to school with makeup on my face, my hair straight, and clothes on from Hollister. I felt more confident, but still a little nervous. As lunchtime rolled around, I went up to the popular girls' table to ask if I could sit by them. I expected them to say no like they had any other time, but this time, they eyed me up and down and said, "Sure you can." No, I can't even begin to express how happy I was. I was instantly a part of the popular clique. Their interests became my interests. Their hobbies became my hobbies. I was a whole new Kalie.
As I continued down the hallway, I couldn't help but notice the certain fashion trends and the way freshmen acted towards each other. Freshmen were falling into social norms in order to fit in, to survive those next long 4 years. My senior year, I had battled with the idea of what people wanted to define me as and who I truly wanted to be. For 3 years, I let those around me rule my every action and decision, whether I liked it or not. I let their feelings govern mine own emotions, never truly letting myself shine. I did it because it's what I thought I needed to do to survive those next long 4 years. Until one day, I read this quote.
Now, if you personally know me, you know that I am not athletic at all. I have never been athletically coordinated in my entire life whatsoever, but springtime rolled around and everyone in my group was trying out for the JV girls soccer team. I panicked. I instantly thought to myself, oh no, they're going to discover I am not athletic at all, and then I won't be able to be part of the group anymore. I'll lose all my friends. So I attended all the soccer trainings and the week of tryouts with them. I could tell they were becoming less interested in me, that they were discovering I wasn't the best soccer player. As a long week of soccer tryouts came to an end, our coach pulled us all aside to announce who had made the team.
Dolly Parton once said, "Find out who you are and do it on purpose." You see, what I realized from that quote is that no one can define who you are, because the only person that can do that is you. As I continued down the hallway, again looking at those freshmen who were so eager to fit in, I couldn't help but notice One in particular that, despite the social norms, always stayed true to herself. She was outgoing, she always had a smile on her face wherever she went, and she never gave up being herself, no matter what others had said. Amara was a freshman that I had always wanted to be. Someone who was never afraid to embrace herself.
My heart felt like it pounced out of my chest at any moment. My knees felt weak, my hands began to shake, and my stomach turned. The next words to come out of my coach's mouth were, "Well, ladies, you all made the team. Congratulations." Now, I couldn't believe what he had just said. How could I, the girl with no athletic ability whatsoever, make the JV girls soccer team? Nevertheless, I continued on. I attended all the soccer practices, gave it my all, but for some reason, I was beginning to feel unhappy. The first game came around, and unfortunately, I sat bench. I didn't play at all. I felt like I had at the beginning of the school year. Lost and left out. My so-called friends weren't my friends anymore.
I stopped for a split second when I overheard a conversation Amara had with a fellow classmate. They told her she should switch her leggings for jeans, her messy bun for straight hair, and even apply makeup. That way, she'd be really, truly beautiful. When people tried to change who she was, when they tried to define who she was, she would simply smile, shake her head, and walk away, knowing that no one could control her identity. We can all learn something from Amara. When people try to define who we are by their simple outside knowledge, we should not bend to their definition. We should put a smile on our face, stand a little taller, and be confident in who we are. That day in the hallway, Amara taught me that it's okay to be vulnerable, to accept that I am enough. I learned that we are all worthy and to let who we are be present in everything we do, to not let those critics define who we are supposed to be. That day in the hallway, I decided to take my lid off, to be vulnerable, to let my light break the shadows everyone had casted on who I was. I decided to embrace myself.
One day, a girl named Emily came up to me. She had noticed I'd been feeling down and confronted me about it. But I lied and said I was fine. But she saw right through me. She said, "Kalie, there is only one of you in this world, so just be your beautiful, caring self. You bring just as much value in life to this world as anyone else does. Just be you." Now, I couldn't believe what she had just said. Emily noticed I'd been feeling down and confronted me. But how could that be? And then I realized Emily is okay with being exactly who she is. She had been through times where she felt like she couldn't be herself. But regardless of those difficult times, she remained true to who she was. Emily carried herself in a way where everyone could see the fire within her shine bright. You see, Emily gave me the confidence to take the lid off of my flame, to embrace myself, and to let myself shine.
When we are in a situation that challenges our character, we have the option to either pick the version of ourselves that we think is going to please everyone, or we can pick the version of ourselves that is an accurate representation of who we are.
When we take the potential we possess as leaders and let our light shine, we can create a lasting impact. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be the best. We simply need to be us.
Be vulnerable. Let your light shine through your passions. Don't let the fear of not fitting in, making a sports team, or trying out for your school play deter you from the person you strive to be. Let your bright, beautiful, warm flame that is burning paths within your life create an impact wherever you go.
Be authentic. Trying out for chapter, regional, or even state office is no easy feat. But when we take the potential we possess as leaders and let our light shine, we can create a lasting impact. By embracing our light, we can create meaningful change.
By being ourselves in interviews and when meeting new people, We will make our light shine.
We must remember our values. It will make each and every one of us special, unique, and important.
By staying authentic in interviews, when meeting new people or in everyday life, we will see that we are making an intentional impact on the world around us.
By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and opening up past the surface level, we can take the lid off of our flame and let our light shine. Michigan FFA, shine your light.
Just like fire, burning up the way. If I can light the world up for just one day, watch this madness, colorful charade. No one can be just like me anywhere. Just like magic, I'll be flying free. I'ma disappear when they come for me. I kick that ceiling, what you gonna say?
Avi, over the past year, you have been the bottom of most jokes, the mother of the team, and the one to go to for some solid advice. Your dedication to the ag industry over the past year has been unbelievable. You're going to be a great ag teacher. I think I can speak for most of the team when I say thank you for always having a welcoming home, no matter the time of day. We love you so much. Michigan FFA, our state vice president, Avianna Jackson.
Kalie, you're one of the kindest, most caring people I know, and your hair is always on fleek. Your smile has the power to brighten any room, and you never fail to ask us how we are doing. We all know that you are someone we can go to when we need help. Michigan FFA, our Region 5 State Vice President, Kalie Chrystler.